Oh, no, I can't look, son. I can't look. Oh, that shit is not 1080. What's up, people? How are you doing? My name is Uncle Rizza. I'm the fat guy here on the channel, your resident Xbox One whore. And we got a problem here. There is a problem. There's been some news. Hey, I go about my business, man. I don't really fuck with Sony, I do what I do. I go to work, I come home, I play my Xbox, I hop on my PC, play some Forza. I ain't got time for the console war, man. It's old, baby. It's real old. But this one here, this is special, son. Like, this has got to be like the shortest bus you could find special right here, man. This is good. This is good. Like, the Sony boy's been laying it on thick. All over the YouTube, all over the tube views. Come on, son. With the PlayStation shit on the box. Get off the box, homie. Anyway, they've been laying it on thick. Yo, fuck your Xbox, son. That shit is $500, $100 more, and you won't get 1080p for nothing. For nothing. Okay? I'm an Xbox dude, and I'm gonna tell you, I don't give a shit about resolution, homie. I really don't care. But that means nothing, right? I'm just a fucking fanboy. I'm in disguise. It's cool. It's cool. So, this video could go so many different directions, but I'm not like that, man. I'm not gonna do that to y'all, because at the end of the day, y'all, oh, look at this. Killzone, stop! At the end of the day, I extend my empathy to you guys, man. It looks like a bully beating up on a fucking kid at the park right now. You guys with your PlayStation shit love to run around and tote resolution. And it's crazy because nobody's out here advertising the fact that the PS4 is the #1 porn device in America. No one's out here spewing true facts about the PlayStation controller can't even last a Netflix movie or a Hulu episode of Grey's Anatomy. No one's talking about it. No one's saying, do you remember the time when all those PlayStations was bricked out the box and getting bricked on Twitch in front of a live audience? Do you remember those times? We're not about that life. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not supposed to be out here reminding you that your credit card information was compromised for the 4th time on the PlayStation Network. You got the same problems the old shit had, but you still signed up. And wait, I'm not even gonna let you know that you had to pay, even though Sony said they will never make you pay for online gaming. Nah, we're not gonna go there. What we're gonna talk about today is a little game called Killzone. My phone going off like crazy. People hitting me up like, yo, Rizza, what's going on, son? Let's talk about a little game like Killzone. It's got a few accolades under its belt, man. It's the most traded in game of the new consoles. It was the biggest piece of shit ever hyped to be nothing. It was almost worse than Knack. I mean, shit, at least a 5-year-old could play Knack and be like, alright, well, whatever. Nobody can play Killzone. And people who continue to play Killzone, I see you, homie. You should get a medal. You should get one of those make-believe condoms. You deserve it. You earned it. Because ain't nobody gonna put their dick that far up your ass and you still there if you don't like it. But at least do it safe. At least do it safe, Sony boys. So here comes... Damn, son, I have to work that dude. Get that pistol. Oh, shit! Man, hit me with a machete, son. So, somebody, somehow, somewhere now finds out, however months later, that Killzone, the multiplayer portion, is not running at 1080p. And I'm not gonna say 60 frames a second because we've already been here. There's tons of videos out there showing the frame rate. It does not run at a constant 60 frames a second. And I could shout out Snow's video and how he explains the difference between that, but I'm not helping you fucks out. They said 60 frames a second, you get 51. You get 54. That ain't rocking. But anyway, back to the multiplayer. This shit runs at like some weird ass resolution 960 or 94. Listen, like I said from the beginning, I don't give a fuck about resolution. Just like I didn't give a fuck to research it to get you the exact number that the shit is running at. The point here is it's not running at 1080, which is what they said it was running at, which is what they said every PlayStation game ran at. Until you got a hold of the order 1859-7406, whatever the fuck that was, where they said no, we're running it at 900p because we like the artistic view, right? But when the dudes at Crytek said no, we're running it at 900p, we're gonna run Rise at 900p because that's how we like the game to look. It was an artistic choice. We could have ran it at 1080 and 60 frames. All the PlayStation guys were like, no, because the guy at GameStop said the Xbox was not powerful enough. Okay, alright. Well, we're not talking about order. We'll get to that bridge when it crumbles. Let's talk about Killzone, baby. The most traded in game in PlayStation 4's history. You like my exaggeration? The number one reason that porn is too goddamn high on the PlayStation 4. The number one reason why Xbox One gets trolled so hard, because you fucks don't have a proper game to play, and the closest thing you have to a mediocre ass experience is not even 1080p, which is what they said it was supposed to be. Now listen, I'm not mad at Sony. I treat Sony like I treat a whore. You can't fuck a whore and then grab your tidy whities and run out of there talking about you're a whore, oh my god. No. You knew who she was when she got there. A whore. Now let me tell you about Sony and the lies they've been saying, they've been telling for so many years. No, I'm not gonna tell you. You guys know. You guys are Sony fanboys. You know the lies. You don't call them lies, you call them promises. You call them promises. But Sony is so bold, so good, that they changed their slogan to make believe. And that is what you all do. Make believe. And it works. This is not about Sony. This is about you. The PlayStation Go Harder. The PlayStation fanboy, the PlayStation advocate. If you've ever went out there and commented on an Xbox video, even though you have no intentions on purchasing an Xbox One, this is for you. You went out there, you had your discussions in the corner of GameStop, right in front of the PS Vita section, about resolution and why Sony is winning. This video is for you. You have been made a Jackass, a game. Now, I posed this question to people before. I said, hey, Gamerz, and I gave a nice list in my roast video. Do you feel like a jackass? You know, because it's not about what Sony's doing. It's about how Sony channeled the angry mob toward the Xbox, and they fuel the console wars, and they doing all of this shit only to turn around and be susceptible to the same shit they would have you, the PlayStation Army, make fun of. How does that make you feel? Like does your dick feel a little less big? If it was big in the first place. If you're a PlayStation fangirl, is your vagina a little more dry? Talk to me. Are you an adult? Do you come forth and say, yeah, Sony touched me? I was trying to sleep and they touched me. Like, do you feel like Sony had their flaccid penis somewhere in between your ass cheeks and it just keeps getting harder? Is that how you feel? Because you should. At no point in time here is Sony giving you a break. You have a console for gamers, by gamers, with a price of $100 cheaper, with way more powerful hardware, and you have no games to play. You have failing hardware. You have a controller that turns off when you turn it on after you fully charge it. You have a half-assed camera that some sort of way is in a high demand. I don't get it. We can't find cameras, or Sony's just not making them? Because compared to the Kinect, that's a joke. Ha ha ha. There's all of these things about the PlayStation that just reeks of mediocrity. But you can come on my internet and tell me that you sold 4.5 million. You want to reshare that from the Sony blog? I see 4.5 million vulnerabilities. Each and every last one of your credit card informations will be lost. That's 4.5 million controllers that can't stay alive. That's 4.5 million people stuck with a gaming library with the maximum of a 7.0 rating on the games. There will be no Titanfall in for you. In fact, the only thing falling here is resolution. So let me ask you guys. I've seen a little blurb about the Wolfenstein running at 1080p, 60 frames a second on the Xbox. Like, this whole resolution thing is already starting to not be an issue. But I don't get it. Like, wait a minute. The number one thing that you guys clown the Xbox about is getting sorted out rather quickly. But the number one reason to buy a PlayStation still isn't a reason. Sony has made a jackass out of you people again. But it's just my thoughts, man. It's just my thoughts. And I see you guys unsubscribing. Yeah, fuck the fat guy. He don't know what the fuck he's talking. Don't be mad at me. Don't unsubscribe from the channel. Hold on, homie. Don't hit that button. What you doing that for? It's not my fault. It's not your fault either. I'm gonna have to Goodwill hunt and hug you motherfuckers. It's not your fault. You've been lied to again and again. You've been introduced to mediocrity on a fucking round table with no apologies. It's not your fault. Come on home, man. Buy an Xbox. Get some Titans in your life, baby. You don't deserve this. You don't. Holla at your boy, Uncle Rizzo, man. I'm out.